Suddenly, a gust of wind came up from the north. There appeared a lone rider holding a sword of steel. Then from the south came another, bearing a battle axe. From the east came a third, holding a spiked club. And finally, from the west, a rider who wielded a great hammer of war. They were the Metal Kings!
Manowar represents the warrior spirit in heavy metal. Raw power, rare talent, and a steadfast refusal to compromise their vision have earned Manowar the mantle of the heaviest band in metal.
We're not about trends. We just kick fucking ass. Period. That's metal.
It's power, it's might. It's something that nobody else has.
I want to get out there and I want to kill. That's what I want to do. Touring is the most important thing, okay? You know, I could be backstage and I'm bouncing around, man. I just can't wait to get out on that stage. I said, this is where I belong, you know? God damn it, I'm a musician. I belong on that stage. The crowd shows their enthusiasm, you know, and they holler back at the band. They know all the words, man. They're singing all the words with us, you know. To me, that's the best feeling in the world. One night after another, after another, after another, the excitement never ends.
Touring is just part of our life. Our life is the music. The fans are the life's blood. On a tour, night after night, the energy that a different city, a different country can give you, and you're taking in what they have to offer. And for that 1 hour and a half, we live. And if at the end of it, it's almost like death because we're so tired at the end of that show. It is like dying. Well, you've lived a whole lifetime in 1 hour and a half. I mean, and that is the kind of intensity that drives the band on.
When touring Germany, the band always pays homage at the home of 19th century classical composer Richard Wagner.
Richard Wagner, I think, was the father of heavy metal music. His music was deeply spiritual and deeply moving, and that's why it was such a fantastic thing for myself and the band to go to the home of Richard Wagner. The sound of the music of Wagner was magical, and it was mystical, and we know where he came from. We make thunder. When the band fires up at full fucking tilt, it's like the hammer of Thor has struck.
Their determination to make music their own way led Manowar to build their own studio.
We took a warehouse that had been destroyed by fire, and we turned it into Haus Van Fried.
Recording Manowar's albums demands that man and machine are driven to their very limit to produce the white heat in which their steel sound is forged.
You have to be ready to go inside yourself and find that one magic performance that'll make it onto the record. It doesn't matter if you have to sing the same word 100 times or play the same guitar solo 1,000 times. If I hear Eric sing a line and it's magnificent, then he's only got two choices. He either has to walk away or let me keep pushing him. He's never walked away. He's not that type of singer. And it gets really intense. And that quest to deliver the perfect performance that has the right mix of emotion, power, and metal might, you've got to be willing to suffer for that, and very few people are.
While Manowar's commitment to pure metal is unwavering, the band is not averse to innovation. On Kings of Metal, for example, they used the Canoldir Men's Choir for backing vocals.
Excuse me, you look familiar. Did we fuck?
You get off the stage and you've played, and you play in a band like Manowar. You've delivered nothing but pure energy. You have let it out. You've found the animal in your soul, and it's just like you're like a wolf, and you've looked up and you've seen the moon, and you howl like fuck, and you let it out, and you've charged yourself electrically, with the forces of nature that say yes, metal, power, light, might, electricity, and you walk off the stage, and there's 8 or 10 gorgeous girls. Well, what are you supposed to say? Hi, I'd like to have tea with you right now?
Well, you gotta figure rock and roll men are desirable. Well, these guys are better than general rock and rollers because they fucking blow everybody away. Have you ever been in the sack with a guitar player? You see the faces that they make when they come? That's kind of what they look like when they're playing
on
solo.
stage, yeah.
It gives you that tingle that hits down to your genitals and kind of shoots up the back of your neck.
Yeah, we fuck girls, we enjoy it. That's part of life. Like, hey, we're here to have a great time. Are you? Great, let's go. It's just not a sleazy, dirty thing. It's a form of communication, only this is the way we communicate, and we like it.
Manowar's fight to bring the religion of true metal to the people.
It's a belief. It's almost a religion, especially with the inner circle of the actual group members. It's a religion amongst all of us that our metal is true metal.
In the early days of the band, we had to actually go out and steal food. I mean, things were so bad that we didn't eat for 3 or 4 days in a row, but we were starving for metal. We were starving for music. It was like a religion. It didn't matter.
When drummer Scott Columbus left the band, he presented the stainless steel Drums of Doom to his replacement, Rhino.
And my life with Manowar was something that it was a dream come true. I just felt as if this was it for me. I don't want anything else. This is going to be my life from here on out. Burning this kit was the only way I could do it. It was the only way I could burn away the past, burn away anything that had any kind of memory of the past.
I knew where he was coming from. He was speaking about something that's so deep, so ancient, so real, that unless you're a warrior, you'll never know it. You'll never feel it.
Visionary writer, director, and actor Orson Welles recognized something powerful in Manowar and agreed to work with the band.
Who all look up to you and to defend them.
Manowar is a wrecking machine.
In battle, superior firepower always triumphs. You gotta use every fucking thing you've got to the max. If you're going into battle, you depend on your equipment.
As heavy metal warriors, Manowar demand the very best weaponry. That department is the responsibility of Doc, the band's engineer.
Doc is part of the inner circle as far as we're concerned. You know, he's a silent member of the group, and without Doc, the equipment wouldn't be what it is.
Modify the amplifier and the whole system I'm talking about. The guitar, the chords, the strings, the pickups, the amplifier itself. I take speakers apart and I recone them, and I mix up all kinds of parts and make speakers that do not exist and really go beyond anything that anybody is even dreaming of or even have on a planning stage in their head or even have on a drawing board any place in the world.
Has there ever been a time when your faith in the band lessened a little, where you came close to maybe splitting up and calling it a day?
My faith in the industry sometimes weakens because some of the things that you do are not always in your control, but whenever I pick up a fan letter, I get pumped right back up again because their faith has never ever died ever, and it never will, and that's what keeps us going.
Without the fans, this band would not exist, and that's the bottom line.
Who plays guitar around here? Who really fucking burns on guitar? Now who's not afraid to get up on this stage and play with the loudest band in the world through the biggest fucking amp in the world?
Some of these guys are great. Some aren't so great. But it doesn't matter because it's a fan. It's somebody who's won with the band?
The fans are as much a part of what we do as the music itself, as the equipment. I mean, they are a part of the band. No matter how fucked over we were, or how down we were, or whatever happened to us, there was always more fan mail coming in saying, don't give up, don't change, don't ever give in. You're different. You're not for everybody, but you're for us. And that's our life, and we'll stay with you forever. And when you see that, and people aren't just saying it, you see the fan mail signed in blood. I mean, these people are committed. People send in pictures of themselves tattooed for life.
It's a sign of brotherhood, and this is just something that'll always make me believe that I'm true.
After a string of disappointments at the hands of the music industry, which would have been enough to stop any other band, Manowar affirmed their warrior determination by becoming the first band in history to sign a recording contract in blood.
There's always been the protection of a magic force guiding Manowar through our journey, and that's what's helped us overcome our enemies and to succeed. It isn't all about money. It's about getting out there and playing louder, better, harder, faster, always stretching the edge of the envelope, pushing the fucking limit to the max, never accepting the limits of what people say can be done or should be done. We don't care about that. We do what we do, our way. And that's, for us, the triumph of steel. We're not there to jam. We're not there to rock. We are there to kick fucking ass, to push everything to the max. Take no shit. Leave no ground. Don't back up. Drive on forward and kick fucking ass. I mean, it's the type of experience we want to lift the fucking roof off the building, you know? If the place blows up and we all die on stage, so be it. What better death can anybody have? I mean, metal is it. Metal is blood. Metal is life. And it's the type of thing where if you don't strap your fucking nuts to your leg, they're going to get blown off.
To a battle